So one of my biggest problems with Christianity is being anti-science. So, okay. I'm a believer in science. I think science is important. I think the reason why we live the lives that we live is through science and technology, and we're very lucky to have it, because without it, we'd still be living in caves. Okay? So, Christianity being anti-science. So, follow me here. So, the definition of Christianity is that so Jesus died for our sins, okay? The atonement, okay? So if that's true, if the atonement is true, then that also means that original sin would have to be true, okay? Without original sin, there's no atonement. Now, original sin, first off, I don't know where Christians get this, because the Jewish version of the Garden of Eden and original sin is completely different than the Christian point of view. But anyway, besides for that, so if original sin isn't a thing, then the atonement doesn't make sense. Christianity has no foundation. So original sin depends on there being a Garden of Eden and an Adam and Eve, which basically, this is why Christianity is anti-science, because you have to throw evolution like that's not a thing. And of course, evolution is provable in many different ways. It's like when you say the theory of evolution, it's like a theory of gravity, right? Like I'm not, jumping off a tall building to test gravity, right? So, yeah. To be a true Christian, you have to be anti-science. And I find that sad. And I wish it wasn't true, but I don't see any other way to say it. Christianity, to be a Christian, is to be anti-science. And of course, there's going to be Christians, for hundreds of years, all the top scientists were Christian. Well, of course, that was the only game in town. That was their only choice, right? For centuries, if you weren't a Christian, what would you have been, So everybody was Christian. You didn't have a choice. That's the way you were raised. There was no internet at the time. Most of the time, the Bible wasn't even in the language that the people spoke, right? So, think about the history of England and the history of the Bible, and when was the first English translation, right? So how many centuries did the people have an understanding of the Bible? It wasn't even in their native language. But that's, I'm getting off on a tangent. Christianity is anti-science, and I don't see a way around it. And it's upsetting. Every time I meet someone, and I live in the Bible Belt, and I live in Georgia, and so I run into people all the time that don't believe in evolution, and it's so frustrating. Like they look at you like, you believe we came from monkeys? No, I believe that we had a common ancestor. And if you don't believe that, then you might have you might have a job that pays more than my job. You might be in control of more people than I am, but that doesn't really make you smarter. That just, I don't know what that means. So, all right. So, Christianity is anti-science, and I said it, and I think there's no way around it. Thanks.